Hello, I'm live. I don't see anybody on, but that's okay. I am going a few minutes early, not much, a couple minutes early. I've got a lot to do today. I've already done a lot today, and I've got a lot more to do today. I've got to go out to the bank and the post office as soon as I get off of here. I had some Etsy store sales. I have an Etsy store, Stringfield Ridge, altogether Stringfield Ridge on Etsy, and have sold some of that stuff. I probably this was my fifth or sixth order off of there that I've got to go out and take to the post office. Hey, Anne Marie, and I've sold a few Etsy things, my products, and so I've got to run out to the bank, and then I've got to go to the post office and mail that stuff. And I'm working too. So I've been working all morning. I've also I've had a busy morning. Let me tell you. I'm working. Plus, I'm working from home now. So I'm working. Plus, I've had laundry going. I canned black-eyed peas, and the reason I canned black-eyed peas is because me and Lee both like black-eyed peas, and a lot of times I don't have time to do peas. I like to have them canned so I can just dump them in a pan and heat them up. And I have heard people say, "Well, I wouldn't can beans, or because you can cook them." Well, it's not convenient. I like to have my black-eyed peas canned so I can just grab a jar and dump them. Hey, Red. And so I've been canning black-eyed peas. I made plantain salve. Um, I didn't make a whole lot of it. Hey, Linda. I didn't make a whole lot of plantain salve. I only made 4 tins of it, and I'm gonna put 3 of them on Etsy, my Etsy store. So I just happened to have it and needed to make it up for us, and I had enough of it. I thought, well, I'll go ahead and make a few and stick that on the Etsy store too. So I kind of done the same thing with the comfrey salve. I don't have good labels for these yet, because I have my better labels for for my jewelweed salve and stuff that I normally sell. I have better um, labels for, and I'm going to get labels for these. But I made a drawing salve. It's a black drawing salve, and I was doing one for us, and so I just went ahead and made a few to sell on the Etsy store. And so it draws out poisons out of bites and boils and things like that. And it's just made with activated charcoal and bentonite clay and a couple other things in there, tea tree oil. So anyway, so I made that and put on the Etsy. And then this time I was doing my plantain kind of just for us and making it. And I thought, well, I'll do a few of those. I've already sold 2 of the drawing salve, and I just put them on there about a week ago. And I've already had to mail out 2 of those. So that's going pretty good. Yeah, check out the Etsy store. I was going to show a few of that stuff in a minute. So it's Stringfield Ridge altogether. And I don't think it has farm on it. It just has Stringfield Ridge altogether in one word. Made some soap a few weeks ago with activated charcoal. I use activated charcoal a lot. If we get a tummy ache, as soon as I get a stomach ache, I go take a couple of activated charcoal pills. And I think you can get it in bulk. You used to could get it in bulk, and it's harder to find in bulk anymore. So when I make it, I have to pull my pills apart. It's capsules. So I take a couple capsules if my stomach starts hurting. Um, and it really helps. It really helps. But so when I make something like that, I have to pull those capsules all apart and it's a mess. It's messy. But you used to could get that in just a jar without the capsules, but you can't. It's hard to get that anymore. I don't know why. Anyway, hey Nancy. So we had a wonderful picnic. Anne Marie, we missed you. We missed everybody, but some of y'all, Anne Marie's, I think, the only one on here that's been. Um, so, it was supposed to rain. So there was a 30% chance of rain, and then it went up to like a 60% chance of rain. And then it went up to a 90% chance of rain. And I prayed and prayed and prayed. I'm not kidding you. I said, because we needed the rain, I said, Lord, we need the rain, but could you just hold it off just long enough for us to have the picnic? And I'm not sure. I tried to trust and believe. I'm not sure I trusted and believed enough because we had everything up under the pavilion instead of scattered out like we usually do. We had everything up under the pavilion in case it rained, but it did not rain from 9 to 5 there. And I had a friend here because we're about 50 minutes. We're about 50 minutes from where the picnic is at. I had a friend here that was going to come, but she didn't come because it was raining here. So here where I live, it was raining all day long. And there, 50 minutes away, it did not rain from 9 to 5. And so, praise God. I guess I don't trust enough because, like I said, we had it all up under the pavilion. But anyway, and I think some people that were planning on coming didn't come because of that. So we had 37. I think I, somebody counted 37, somebody else counted 39. So I'm not real sure there, but somewhere around 37 people. And we had a few new ones. So I was going to tell that too. Um, It rained every day since last Wednesday here. Today is the first dry day. Well, now we're going to get some hot, dry days, I saw. And they said, so here, now we're going to have 3 or 4 days of hot, dry again, and then it's going to cool down again. So I'm waiting for that cool down. um, let's see. It was raining here last night. We were playing lights on, lights off all night. Oh, goodness. I don't know what that's the perfect amount of people. Any more than that, I get overwhelmed. Haven't had any rain for 2 weeks. You know what, Anne-Marie? Somebody else there said that. Somebody there said it was just perfect. It was, there was enough people that we were up under the pavilion. So we weren't, there wasn't so many people we couldn't get up under the pavilion. And everybody was just talking and mingling and having a great time. And it was awesome. And each person, everybody there got, well, except the kids, not counting the kids, everybody got a door prize. And so that blessed my heart. That blessed my heart. Nobody went home empty handed. Everybody got a door prize. And so, anyway, if you watched any of it, you saw that probably, but it just blessed my heart. That was the biggest blessing was no rain. And the second biggest blessing was everybody getting a door prize. I was tickled. Let's see, that's not the card I want. Okay, so there was 2 new channels there. Hey, Scott. Sorry, I'm reading. It's been raining here all night and this morning. Anne-Marie watched the whole thing. But you know what I done, Anne-Marie? I don't really care. I don't really care because it was a good time. It was a picnic. But when I turned it on, I turned on my live. I didn't hit monetize, so it didn't monetize. I was like, great, but whatever. I don't care. Let's see. Susan. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, Susan. Sorry. So 2 new channels that was there. And I had never seen them or heard of them before. Honestly, I'm really not sure how they heard about the picnic. I think somebody that watches them told them about the picnic and they came. And so One of them is the Ann Lynn Show. It's called the Official Ann Lynn Show, and it's two sisters, and one of them's named Ann and one of them's named Lynn. And they have kind of, I had never heard of them, but I went and watched a little bit, and they have kind of a they do funnies. They talk a lot. I didn't watch a lot of the talking, I just saw some of the funny stuff. So they do a lot of funny, um, live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. And that's Eastern time. But there's their card. And so Ann's daughter has a channel also, and they are called Grace and Fire. And her name's Belinda, and they call him Sir Grace. And he is blind. He had his service dog with him. And anyway, so that's new channels that came. And so I don't know why I had that up there. We also, I'm just going to show real quick. I got us a new business card. I didn't want any frilly anything on it. I just done words. So it's plain and simple. And then it's got what we do on the back kind of stuff. I just done plain and simple. I'm a graphic designer and should be able to make something pretty, but I didn't. I just wanted plain, simple, to the point words. Got my activated charcoal powder off of the Walmart website. Well, I'll be dang. I'll have to check that, Linda. The last time I went and looked for it, it's been a while because when I ordered it, I ordered a big bunch of peels because I couldn't find any loose powder of the activated charcoal. But I got a kitten is playing in a box. I don't know if y'all hear that, but there's kittens are, I don't know if it's Maud or Medea or both of them, but somebody's over here playing in a box. It's distracted me. The bentonite clay. I got the bentonite clay from, what's it called? Real Salt. Redmond's Real Salt. Also, I'm not going to show y'all what I got, but I got something cute. Very, very cute. I didn't. I'm lying. I didn't. My grandkids. I had 4 grandkids there. 5. Had, I can't even count. 5. Yes. I had 5 grandkids there, and 3 of them was getting these giveaways. Somebody was giving away some little things, and my grandkids, I think, got them all. I got onto them later. I was like, what are you doing? Quit bothering people and quit going and taking the giveaways. And I was busy, so I didn't realize they were doing it till later. And by then they done took them all, I think. So Brenda Duncan had brought something that was giveaways, and a couple of things. She had a couple different giveaways, and I think they showed some of them on my live because they kept going over to the live showing out. And so something they got a whole bunch of Brenda's stuff. I'm going to put in the next newsletter that goes out October 1st newsletter that goes out to members only. The members will get a couple of free things that my grandkids ended up with. They got way too many of them, and I let them have 2 apiece, and I took the rest away from them. Anyway, my kitten is knocking things off my fridge. Yeah. And I will give them back to them. I'm going to send some out in my newsletter. I'll give them back to the grandkids, only a little at a time, not a whole bunch that they didn't need, that they pestered Brenda. Oh yeah, get a Brenda prize. Yeah. So probably a couple of them, and I'll send them out in the newsletters October 1st. But and then the rest of them, I'll give them back to the grandkids a little bit at a time. Since we started making soap about 4 years ago, we haven't had to buy it. I got the charcoal off of Amazon. Did you get the loose leaf charcoal, the loose powdered charcoal too, Red? Because when I went to look for it that time, I couldn't find it, but maybe it was just a fluke, and maybe it was out, and maybe they have more now. I don't know. Loose powder. Okay, I'll have to look for that. Um, don't get too aggravated at the kids. They were really enjoying themselves doing something that was good for them. Yeah, yeah. They were, and they were a lot of help. They were great. They really were good, and they were a lot of help. But I think they bugged Brenda to death. I hope they didn't bug anybody else to death. I think Brenda can probably take it. I think out of everybody, Brenda might have been the one that could deal with them better. Excuse me, but yeah, I think they bugged her to death. Now they did buy. They each, because I'll tell you, Patrick, the little boy, he went down there. Lee told me about this later. He went down there and he asked Papa, Lee, for $1. He wanted to buy one of Brenda's bookmarkers. And he wanted $1. And Lee didn't have any cash. And somebody was standing there. I can't remember who he said. It was either Mac or Holland. One was standing there and said, here's you $1, and gave him $1. And he said, he looked at him just as soon as he handed him that $1. He didn't miss a beat. He looked at him and said, next year I'll make sure you get the best door prize. Because he was helping hand out the door prizes. He said, next year I'll make sure you get the best door prize. So he got $1 and went and got a bookmark from Brenda. And then the girls had to have a bookmark. So I had to give all the girls $1 to go get a bookmark. Anyway, that's what I'm talking about. They probably bugged her to death. Let's see. I'm doing better, but my son and daughter-in-law is sick. I still have a cough, but not as bad as it was. I have just a little cough left. But I think I went straight from having this cold to having more sinus allergy something, because it's just drainage. I just can't stop the drainage. And I've done everything. And when I'm drinking hot tea, I'm drinking hot tea with mullein and what else? I can't even think right now. Several different things. I'm drinking hot tea with stuff in there. Mullein and lemon balm and several things all together. And then honey, and I feel better for a little while, and the drainage will kind of dry up for a little while, but then it'll come back. And it's worse at night. But anyway, I do have brandy in there. So there you go. Because here's why I have brandy in there. The tinctures. I make tinctures with brandy. I use brandy for my tinctures. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people use vodka because it's cheap, but I cannot stand the taste of the vodka. So if I use brandy, I can take it better. It tastes better to me. And then I feel like I'm doing a hot toddy kind of, So anyway, look at Brambleberry. It's a company you could get charcoal there. Okay, Brambleberry. Let me write that down real quick. Okay, sorry, I'm writing that down. Okay, so of course I completely blew any kind of diet over the whole weekend, because we went Friday night, Southern Blessed, Mac and Patty. Friday night, Mac and Patty, and Paul and Brenda, Duncan 1900, and Utter Chaos, Angie and Ami. They were all at the motel Friday night, so we went up to visit with them, and we went out to eat. We went to the Mexican place and ate, and I usually don't do too bad at the Mexican place. I'll eat just a few chips and then stop and, and then eat my whatever chicken and rice is usually what I get, just chicken and rice. And the salsa was so good. Oh my gosh. The salsa there at that place was so good. It was so fresh and it wasn't hot. And I don't know, there was just something about that salsa. It was so dang good. I just kept eating, and I don't know how many chips I ate. And then I ate my food. And then, so I ate too much Friday night. And then Saturday was the picnic, and I ate too much and ate, pulled pork, of course, kind of greasy, pulled pork, and I don't know what all. Um, and I probably didn't do too bad as far as carbs because I didn't have bread with my pulled pork, but I ate too much. And then Saturday night, when I took the kids home, I went and ate seafood with my daughter. When I took the kids home, me and the kids and her had seafood, and I ate too much because I love seafood. And then turned around Sunday, we had homecoming at church, and I ate way, way too much. And that was fried chicken and uh, hash brown casserole and all that good stuff. So I feel fat and bloated. I feel fat and bloated now. Hey, Beverly. Beverly is Shannon and Beverly with Strong Enough to Bend. If y'all remember them, hadn't seen them on a lot lately, but I hadn't been on a lot lately my own self. So anyway, Shannon and Beverly, Strong Enough to Bend, they were there. Nancy, I think something is going around. I have a cold and a cough. It started out like allergies. Yep, yep, yep. The veggies and the salsa cancel out the chips. I guess I can go with that. It is okay because you needed that break from low carbs, and now it will help when you start back up. My sister has been sick. I started coughing 2 days ago. Everybody's had this, whatever it is. Everybody's had it. Had a good time at the picnic. Everything went well. It did. And Beverly, I just was telling, it was such a blessing that it didn't rain. And it was such a blessing that everybody got a door prize. That was I had two blessings out of the whole thing. I had prayed for the rain to hold off, and it did. And then everybody getting a door prize just blessed my heart. I was so tickled about that. That's who Mac and Patty got bunnies from. Yep, yep, yep. So, Beverly, do y'all still have a bunch of bunnies? They did have a whole bunch of bunnies. And anyway, let's see. We kind of keep our 3 and breed them, and then we butcher off everybody else. And so we just butchered 17 not long ago, and now we just have the 3. Of course, after they have so many litters, they'll get old, and we'll have to move them on and keep some others. Anyway, need bunnies someday. You really should, especially if you're gonna, don't get attached to them. I don't think you would, but some people do them, and then they get attached to them, and then they don't want to kill them off. Don't do that. Keep them rotating, and the poop. Yeah, well, now that's good too. That's good too. But if you breed them and keep them rotating and eating them, and you can raise them just for the poop. You can. I just ain't. I ain't. I used to poop, but I like having the meat in the freezer and canned. This kitten's driving me nuts. I'm sorry, y'all. She has distracted the crap out of me. It's Medea. I had a mini lop in Washington. Aw. One of my granddaughters has one of those. So anyway, That's spilled. Yeah. Well, I was going to show some of my products that I've got on Etsy real quick. So these black labels, the black labels are, we were putting that together for my group, my kind of prepper group. We're doing buckets and Bibles where we fill up 5-gallon buckets with some food and a Bible for either homeless people or people in needy people in the area. And we've given away a few backpacks. We do backpacks too. The backpacks are like for a single person or a single homeless person, and then the buckets would be more for a family. But we were trying to raise a little money for that, and we sold T-shirts during the eclipse and had a yard sale. And then we made these products that I put on my Etsy that have the black label. So all the ones on my Etsy with the black label, most of the profit after I take a little off for what I had to spend, the profit goes to the buckets and Bibles. Now, there's not a whole lot of the black label. There's this deodorant. I made just a homemade deodorant that I use. It's really good deodorant. It's all natural. It's got witch hazel, aloe vera, baking soda, and just for smell, I used clary sage. But the witch hazel, aloe vera, and baking soda, I have done a video on that before on our channel on that deodorant. And I love it. It's a good deodorant. So anyway, I have that on there. And then another, my jewel weed, I do my jewel weed. And then I made a smaller black label for our buckets and Bible. That ain't going to show up at all. Anyway, that one's for the buckets and Bible. So the proceeds of that go to that. And then I done the pain salve that I make. I make a pain salve, and I done a black. Well, the label's not black. The tin's black. I done a black tin for that. So it's smaller, same price, but this one's smaller, and the proceeds benefit our buckets and Bible. So, so you can buy a big one, or you can help by buying a smaller one. Let's see. Hey, Patty. It was so good to hang out with Patty and Mac and everybody else. Hey, Prep for Eternity. Yeah, we had a great time at the picnic, I tell you. And I just really I was so happy that the rain held off. And it was great. I also done a lip balm. It's just all natural stuff in a lip balm. And that's for the buckets and Bibles, profits for the buckets and Bibles. What else? And then I've done elderberry syrup. And it's just a small one. Better to make your own and make you a big old bottle of it. This is just a small, almost like a sampling. It wouldn't take you long to use that up. But it's just elderberry, honey, garlic, nutmeg, like you make. And that's black label. So that goes to the buckets and Bibles. And what else? One more thing. Well, the soap. Everybody knows about my soap. I do my jewel weed soap. That's mine. I don't have one of those for the buckets and Bibles. And then I made like an all natural hand cream. And it's just, I bought these ingredients, most of it. It's got aloe vera, coconut oil, jojoba oil, lavender, tea tree oil, and vitamin E oil. And I really just made it, somebody asked me to, and I bought all the ingredients for those, but it's all natural. It's not got, crap in it. It's all natural. Anyway, there you go. That's my little spiel on my Etsy store. And it's just Stringfield Ridge, one word, Stringfield Ridge. So anyway, Patty bought some at the picnic. Had a great time at the picnic too. Realized I didn't get to chat with you much there, but dinner Friday night was fun. Yeah. Yeah, and we would have went back to the we usually go back to the motel and hang out for a while, and that would have been great, but I'm telling you, I wore the wrong shoes. It was tennis shoes. They were Skechers, uh, like the Skechers that slip on, that have the heel that you just slip in. I forgot what they're called. Whatever they're called, they have the harder heel that you can just slip in. Well, I thought I had them right there. Anyway, they're usually not. I mean, I've worn them before like that, but and I never noticed them hurting my feet before, but for some reason they were killing me. I finally just took them off. My feet were hurting so bad, I finally just kicked them off and went sock footed around there. And I was tired. I was just tired, and my feet were killing me. So I just went on home. We just went on home. We had them grandkids too. So we just went on home and didn't get to talk any more than what we did. Um, a friend of mine used some of my tallow for his dry skin. He said he tried everything and only that worked. That's good. That's good. I might need to make some out of that. Would y'all stop? These kittens. Whoo, Lordy. Um, got gifts for others and pain relief for me. Yeah. Let's see. I need a few gallons of that pain salve. Stop. Tallow is wonderful. I ran out and need more. Yeah. Yeah, I need to do that. We did we butchered two pigs, and I guess you can just buy the tallow, but I saved some from when we butchered two pigs and used all that up, and then I haven't had any more because we haven't got to do that again. I really want to raise pigs again, but he wants to wait till we get just the right fencing because they had gotten out, and they're going to unplug this. If I lose everything, it's because these kittens are down here playing with the cords. Stop. Sorry, y'all. Stop. Get out of there. Get out of there. You're going to unplug the whole lot down there. Crazy things. Oh my goodness. They are just to where they are into everything. Just running around crazy into everything. Learning the benefits of castor oil and loving it. Okay, so I started doing castor oil, and I need to learn more about it. I bought some of that online. That big one online that they talk about that was popping up on everybody's Facebook feed. I think for a little while, and I bought some of that. And I used it and it does work, but it's kind of sticky. I talked about this before. It feels kind of sticky to me, and I do use it some, but I really need to learn how to do better with it because I haven't used it a lot. I used it a little and it did seem to help. We usually get about 50 pounds a year to render down. Put the kittens on the fridge, they will be entertained for hours. The kittens think you're talking to them. There's nobody else there but you. So, yeah, probably. You're probably right. Uh-oh, Smokey got one of them. The cow fat is free since we buy half a cow. Kind of thick and sticky. Yeah, I use it at night before bed mostly. Yeah. Well, I have a foot that hurts a lot, and I rub everything on it. I've used my stuff and everybody's stuff, and so I'll usually put it on that foot and put a sock on or put socks on, and I don't like to have to wear socks in bed, but I would just wear them long enough till that kind of soaks in good, and then I'll take them off. I can't stand wearing socks in bed even in the wintertime, but I will if I put something on my feet and need to not get it all over the covers. Y'all need to stop. Here you are again. Go on. I don't know what's fascinating about them cords. Wow. What else? I feel like I've been on here an hour. I've only been on here 30 minutes. I started a few minutes early though, and I have a lot to do. I am so sorry I may end this early because I have so much to do and I've got to work. I've been working, but I also got up and done laundry, and I canned black-eyed peas, and I made plantain salve. So, and I've got, as soon as I get off here, I've got to go to the bank at the post office. So, it is okay. We're all busy. I know, honey. I know we're all busy. So much, everybody. We just have so much. I don't know, y'all. I know y'all do the same thing I do. I have all this to do. Plus, if I don't have enough to do, as if I don't have enough to do, I'll take on other things. I'll agree to do this and this and this and overwhelm myself all the time. So anyway, we had homecoming Sunday at church and got revival all week. So each night, and I may not go tonight. I may skip a couple of nights. Yes, because of work, because I've got so much to do for work and everything. And I don't know. I would love to go every night, but I think I may skip tonight. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it's always something. I've always got too much to do. So I just muddle through it the best I can. I guess we all do. We just muddle through it the best we can and get as much done as we can, and the rest just has to wait. So I need to go let the chickens out before I go to the bank and post office. Y'all ain't gonna stop, are you? What am I gonna do to get you to stop? I done kicked them in the head to get them to stop, and they still ain't stopping. It's that time of year I learned how to pressure can the end of August. Boy, is it addicting. Yes, yes. You know, I can all the time now, but when I first learned to pressure can, I was canning everything. And I kind of still do, but I guess I just do it kind of naturally now as I go. But man, I was just looking for stuff to can more of, you know. I'm resting and trying to do nothing since last Monday. I'm getting frequent flyer miles at the hospital. Oh my goodness. Mm. So for the cold and all, or was there something else that you were going to the hospital for? Did I miss something there? I'm sorry, Red. I might have missed something. I know you said you had a cold. Stop. What is wrong with you? Stop it. Gone. Good grief. Now Smokey's doing it. Like, the kittens are playing with it. I'm going to play with it. Okay, they're going to unplug me in a minute, I guess, because I don't understand what is going on. If I had a stick, I'd hit y'all with it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I had surgery. Maybe I did miss that. I'm so sorry. Did you say that? Maybe you said that and I'm forgetting or missed it. I don't know. I don't know. So sorry, Red. Well, I hope you're all better. And you were sick too, right? Didn't you say you were sick, or your sister was sick and you were getting a cough? You're getting it. Ugh, I'm going to beat these kittens. And they don't do this while I'm working. I'm sitting here working all day long, and they don't do this. It's because I'm talking, like somebody said. It's because I'm over here talking, and they're getting over here, and Smokey. Whew. Okay. Anyway, I don't know what else. What else? Let's see. Money Pit Homestead was there too. I can't remember. I put who all was there, who all was at the picnic. I made a list. Money Pit Homestead, Donald and Lisa was there, and they brought a bunch of door prizes. I was just overwhelmed. I was just not overwhelmed. That's not the right word. Excited, happy um, with them. They brought a bunch of door prizes, and I think that's really, you know, everybody brought door prizes, and so everybody went home with some, and that was just wonderful. And what was I going to tell about Money Pit now? They had asked me, Money Pit Homestead had asked me to list all of the people who went to the picnic on the Facebook page so that they could go and make sure that they were, subscribed to everybody and all that stuff, and know who all was there. And I had their card right here. That's why I was looking at that. I got one of their cards. I got a door prize. And I did door prize because last year, I think 2 years in a row, I didn't get a ticket, a door prize ticket, because I had someone comment. I had someone comment before on being the host. I shouldn't get a door prize. And so I didn't for like 2 years. I didn't take a ticket and get a door prize. And this year I wasn't going to. And I was talking to Mac at Southern Blessed, and Mac said, "You get you a ticket. You deserve one too, and you deserve a door prize too, and you get you a ticket. I don't care what anybody says." And he said, "If anybody says anything about you getting a ticket, you tell them not to come back next year." So I went ahead and went and got me and Lee a ticket, and we both won a door prize too. So anyway, there we go. And so when I say everybody got a door prize, everybody got a door prize. Fooey on them, that is wrong. The host or hostess always get a door prize too. Well, I didn't for 2 years because somebody made a comment about the host. And I'm like, I wasn't supposed to be the only host. There was other hosts too. And now it's kind of swapped over, and it's different people, newer people, different people. But I mean, yeah, I kind of call and get everything together and get the tables, and we do the meat. But, whatever. You should absolutely get a prize. Well, I did this year. I got a rooster. I got a rooster pot, or maybe Lee got that. What did I get? Oh, one of us got a little rooster ornament, a little rooster, like Christmas tree ornament, but it's a little rooster. And the other one got a pot that's a rooster, which my whole kitchen is roosters. So that was great. That's silly. You deserve a prize, perhaps as much as anybody. So anyway, well, we did this year. We done it this year. The kids wanted to get it. I said, no, I wouldn't let the kids get in on it because all the prizes were adult prizes, and they got enough from Brenda. They got enough stuff from Brenda. They felt like they got door prizes because they took all Brenda's giveaways. I got some delicious yellow hot sauce too. Patty made, let me get it and show y'all. It's so pretty. If the cats don't unplug me, I will be back. Hang on. Oh, y'all are flashing the light. You'll have me turned off for sure. They got the light flashing. Hold on, y'all. Get out of there. Get now. Whew. They had the light blinking. Patty made hot sauce, and it is so pretty. She brought 3 for door prizes, and she had given Holland at Higgs Rock Farm. Holland loves hot sauce. Holland is hot sauce king, and he can eat some hot stuff. So she brought him a bottle, and then she gave 3 of them as door prizes. Isn't that pretty? And look at the bottle. The bottle's even pretty. And it is fermented lemon drop pepper hot sauce. Fermented lemon drop pepper hot sauce. So there you go. Isn't that pretty? So anyway, I got one of those too. And I will tell you though that Lee tried it. I haven't tried it. Lee tried it and he was on fire. So I'm sorry, Patty, but I might not get to have any because I can't stand hot. So it's probably going to be Lee eating it. And then he's wanting to have Johnny try some. So anyway, I guarantee you, I know, I don't even guarantee you, I know Holland's loving his. I already talked to Holland and he's like, oh yeah, that's some good hot sauce. I'm like, well, Lee said it was hot, hot. So I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. Use in moderation. Yeah. Anyway, it's beautiful though. So I thank you, Patty, for that. And yeah, we had a good old time. We had a good time. So I don't know nothing else. I've got to put on some. I've got my shirt on, but I've got my pajama bottoms on. I've got to put on some breeches and go out to the post office. I've got to go mail two Etsy mailings, Etsy products, Etsy mailings, whatever you call it. Your kitties are so fun to watch in the background. They're a mess. They're back there playing in a box again now. My daughter opened up a box in here yesterday and she threw it at the floor and said, them kittens will love this. And they do. They're playing in it now. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're back there playing in that box. So I put a drop in dishes for flavor. That's a good idea. In I guess you could put it in anything, couldn't you? In any dish. You could put a drop in soup. You could put a little bit in soup or what else? Chili. That's a good idea. I like Frank's, but I use Frank's just straight up on stuff. But Frank's is not hot at all. I'd like to learn how to make Frank's, like homemade Frank's, because Frank's is good, but I bet homemade Frank's would be even better. Fruity citrus flavor. Patty, by any chance, could that hot sauce bottle be recyclable for things like kombucha? It has a handle. So much pressure. Yes. Well, actually, if we ever use all this, I plan to use the bottle for more something like that, hot sauce, or if I learn how to make Frank's. Anyway, wash well. Yep, that's funny. Wash well. So yeah, I may try that. I'm gonna try that. I'm thinking chili. I'm thinking that would be really good in chili or soups. Can't think of what else, but yeah. My daughter-in-law got those bottles for me from IKEA. Well, they're cute. They're cute, and that color is just beautiful. That's just beautiful color on there. Good. Anyway, I had never even seen that kind of pepper that I know of. Lemon drop pepper. I had never, I don't think, heard of that. Anyway, so listen, I guess that's it. I think he likes it on casseroles and casseroles, tuna, pasta. Pasta, be good in pastas. I couldn't handle but probably a drop though. Anyway, so I guess that's it. I'm going to go ahead and get off here because I've got so much to do and I've got to run out to the bank, the post office. And so I come on a few minutes early, but I'm going to end early too. Oh, Christy. Oh, Christy just got in here. Well, Christy, maybe you can watch the replay. And anyway, oh, the kittens have distracted me the whole time. So yeah, trying to clean. So yeah, I'm gonna get off here and get my stuff done because then I got to come back and work. I still have to work the rest of the day. So I'm gonna go get everything done so I can get back to the work. So thanks for coming in and listening to me and watching the kittens and watching me be distracted by the kittens. So see y'all next time. Hopefully Friday night. I think we'll be live Friday night. I can't think of anything. Nope, I got revival. We will not be live Friday night. I have revival. Um, and it will be we'll be feeding people that night. Friday night we're going to have a meal after revival. So I need to go to that because I need to help feed people. So we will not be, I'm sorry, we will not be live Friday night. Yeah, because I will go to revival and we have revival all week. I'm probably going to miss a night or two, probably tonight for sure because I need to get work done. And then maybe I'll go the rest of the week, but I for sure will go Wednesday night and Friday night. So anyway, thanks for being in here, and we won't see you Friday night. We will see you. I'll see you next Tuesday though, and then hopefully the next Friday night we'll be on. All right, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watch. I can't find my end stream. There it is. See y'all later.